welcome back to my channel, and today it is cold outside, although finally sunny, and I have my tea ready to go and it feels like fall. So of course I am going to be doing a fall inspired look, but it's all going to be featuring a new palette that was just recently released. And this is the Picante palette by Karity. Now, I have reviewed a couple of their products on my channel before, another of their eyeshadow palettes and some of their lipstick items. I'll link both those videos down below if you want to see them. But this one is just recently released. I just got it in the mail, I think last week. Just haven't had a chance to really sit down and go over it. So I'm really excited to... I am really excited to share this with you guys. It's a very warm toned palette, so of course we have to go with a fall theme. And so I'm about to get into that, but before I do, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on a lot of products I'm going to be testing out and reviewing, and some unboxings I've got coming up. Lots of good things coming this way. Plus, I am so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm thinking of doing a little something special for you guys once I hit there, so make sure you subscribe so we can get there. But without further ado, let's get into the makeup. So I did obviously go ahead and zoom you guys on in just so you can see once I start applying the shadows how it all looks on my face. But first of all, I just wanted to go over this packaging. It is super cute. I love the kind of watercolor fire-esque pattern that they have on here, and the colors that they chose. I think it's really, really pretty. On the back of it, it does have the shadows included. By the way, if you guys haven't heard of Karity, they are kind of a smaller indie brand, and they are cruelty free for those of you who care. It is cruelty free. They are a smallish brand. Again, I've reviewed a few of their products before, but they have really great products, but for like drugstore prices. Think kind of like a Morphe style. So really like this brand. And we open it up, and this is the packaging of the actual palette here. Really, again, nice packaging. I love the cursive writing and the watercolor on the front. You open it up, you do have the plastic sleeve to protect the shadows. There is no mirror, so just be aware of that. That's part of the reason they can keep their costs down, as they don't have a mirror. And then these are the shades. Hello, warm toned goodness. So again, these are all very, very pretty, very warm toned. If you are a cool tone person, this is not going to be the palette for you. They've got a lot of neutrals. They've got your reds. They have your more berry tones. So I'm really excited to get into this. I have already primed my eyes with some eyeshadow primer in preparation of this video. So I'm just going to dive right on in, and I'm first going to go ahead and just set my eyes with Delia right here. I will say that on first impressions, this is a darker kind of transition fluffing shade, if you will, than I normally use. So I'm a little bit, you know, not really worried about it, but it's just kind of a side note observation. I'm gonna go next. By the way, if I'm like extra sniffly today, I apologize. With the fall and the winter, I still have allergies, and they've actually been really bad lately. So if I'm extra sniffly, I'm really, really sorry. I'm trying not to do it because I know it's super annoying. I'm just sorry in advance. Next, I'm gonna go in with Babby right here, which is this really pretty kind of warm brown tan shade. I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm going to go next in with Flamenco right here, which is this really pretty kind of orangey red shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease over Babby. These shades are really pretty pigmented, I will say that. This whole palette cost me $19. It was on sale for that price, but still, it cost me $19. So really good pigmentation for this many shades and that price. But I am just building it up to the actual like shade and payoff that I am searching for. You absolutely don't have to build it up this much because there is pigment, but this is just kind of what I want. I will also say there's a little bit of fallout in the pans, so you can, I don't know if you can see, but the shades I've used, they're minimal. It's not a lot. It's definitely not something that will compromise the value of this or make you feel like you are just wasting your money by getting it. And it's really not that big of a deal when you consider the amount of pigment you are getting. Now they are cruelty free, but they're not vegan. So I'm assuming that these shades do have carmine in them. So hopefully, and that means they're more real eyeshadows. So hopefully they won't stain my eyes too much since I am using a more of a red shade, but that'll be something we will find out tomorrow after taking my makeup off. Going in back in with Babby on this side real fast because did lose a little bit of that. I'm gonna next go in to Bittersweet right here, which is a dark brown but has more purple undertones to it. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer corner of my eye. This shade did create a little bit of fallout on my face right here. Very minimal, but that's the only one that did give me fallout. And I'm just dragging it up a little bit here. Maybe a little too much. I promise I will be getting into the shimmer shades here in a minute, but first I'm going to go into Pigmento right here with a flat brush, and I'm just going to kind of use that as a first layer over the inner part of my eye so I can apply the shimmer over it. And I can already tell that I'm going to probably need a wet brush for this look, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go into Sunrise right here, which is this beautiful orange shade where it has kind of some gold reflexes into it. And I'm going to apply that over where we put Pigmento. I'm getting a good amount of payoff with the brush, but I want to try it with my finger just to see. So a lot of times when you apply with your finger, it makes a big difference. Yeah, that's better. Just gonna go back in with Bittersweet, the darker shade, and I'm just gonna kind of blend those shades together. And then I'm going to wet another brush here, and I'm gonna go into Fearless right here, which is this really pretty kind of champagne-y color, and I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. With a flat brush, I'm going to go back in with Bittersweet and just use that to line my lower lash line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hop off camera and apply some liner and some mascara and some lips, and then I will be back to give you guys my final thoughts. So stay tuned. I'm back. So I like this palette. There are definitely some inconsistencies with the formula, I think, and that's just kind of not in a crazy amount of way, but some of the darker shades like Bittersweet had a lot more fallout than any others. It also had more fallout on my face. The shimmer shades were they were workable, but you definitely with the fingers to warm up the shades rather than a brush on here, just because of the way it warms it up, and it's easier to apply if you want some big pigmentation. If you just kind of want a light shimmering dusting, then they're beautiful on a brush, but that's just kind of what my experience was with this palette. Overall, they blended beautifully. There was a lot of pigmentation throughout, and they were definitely buildable, so you could get the color payoff that you wanted. Again, I paid $19 for this. I think ordinarily it might be $25, $29, $25, something like that. Still really not bad considering that you do get 21 shades in this palette, and again, it's a really cute palette, great for fall if you like those warm tones and you don't want to spend a lot of money on other ones. Again, these are the shades, so quite a bit of a variety there, quite a few looks you could do. The only thing I wish is that they had a shade that was slightly darker than this on the way to apply, because it does have darkness, and it did kind of create a little bit of that smoky effect, but I wish it was just slightly darker on the way it actually applied, and a little bit more of a true brown, because when it's on here it looks more brown, when it's on the eye it definitely comes out more purpley than brown. Not really eggplant, but somewhere in between there. So that would be my only real wish. I really like this palette though. I can't wait to play with it more, and I do like the look I came up with. I think it's great for fall, and again, really pretty darn affordable. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure again that you subscribe before you go, but this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you also have a wonderful day.